Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. Keep in mind it's general. It could be past, present, or future. You're going to know best how this resonates for you, all right? Where this fits on your timeline. So let's see what's going on today. What do you all need to know right now? What's happening, Spirit? The Eight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Swords at the bottom. All right, so this looks like stability, independence, success, money, all right, building something, stability, a happy home. All right, this looks like long-term stability and being able to build and have more than enough. Okay, so let's see. What's this Eight of Wands here? Why is the Eight of Wands here? The Five of Wands. Okay, someone is having a moment of enlightenment here, or there's no more illusion here. There's no illusion here. There's a moment of enlightenment. There's an epiphany, or somebody is seeing something from a different perspective. This has to do with a fight, an argument, a conflict. Okay. What's this Nine of Pentacles? The Page of Pentacles. This has to do with a business or an investment. The Lovers in reverse, a breakup. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this has to do with a lot of money, generational wealth. I mean, this could have something to do with like severing a contract, ending a relationship. Okay, what's the Four of Wands? A breakup. The Eight of Swords and the Chariot. This has to do with trying to get someone trapped, imprisoned, moving forward, traveling, and a breakup. What the heck? Okay. Tell me more about this Eight of Wands, please. This has to do with someone being under judgment. Somebody's under judgment here. This has to do with bad health or poverty. Tell me more about that, please. The Ace of Wands, somebody taking some sort of inspired action. Okay. The Pathway. So there's someone here coming out of an illusion or being disillusioned. They're now seeing something from a different perspective about the path that someone chose here, the action that they chose to take because of a child, or the pathway to a child, or innocence, or something about being innocent, okay, or a child. This has to do with somebody receiving what you need, moving forward, progressing, a boat, and love. The pathway to love, the pathway to unconditional love. Okay. Progressing, arriving in love. Tell me about this fight here, please. The High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles. This has to do with holding on to a sense of security or stability, or an argument breaking out about what someone has. The Page of Cups. It could actually be a child. Why is that here? because of a strategy or somebody's plan or somebody trying to make a practical, strategic decision, not getting a message, not receiving a message, not sending a message. What is that about? A soulmate connection. A relationship, a soulmate connection. Camera, something from the past. Reminiscing, making memories. Perception of the past and a relationship. Or this has to do with how someone tried to change the perception of a relationship or something that happened in the past with a relationship. An argument about a child. I mean, holding on to a child, that could even be about custody. I don't know, holding on to a child. Or somebody's fighting about innocence or holding on to this idea of innocence or perception. Okay, help me understand that better, please. The past, this definitely has something to do with the past, okay? Or a relationship in the past or love in the past. The Empress. A plan with a Queen of Wands in reverse. A plan or what they were working on here with a Queen of Wands in reverse. This could be a Leo. Is that a pigeon? I haven't heard a pigeon call in so long. That was strange. I thought they were all gone. I haven't heard one here in so long. So why is this this work thing here? This has to do with a journey, someone traveling. A plan with a Queen of Wands in reverse or what they were working on. This has to do with someone traveling. I mean, we do have that here with this Chariot as well, the pathway and a boat. Somebody traveling for love or traveling in love or traveling maybe even with a child. What's the Hangman? A thief. So now somebody is seeing something from a different perspective when it comes to a thief or somebody lying, stealing, trying to get away with something here. Or is this about this, is that this sacrifice energy again? I don't know, with the Hanged Man. Okay, tell me more about this thief being seen clearly. A King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so now a King of Pentacles in reverse is being exposed as a thief and a liar and corruption here. Yeah, they're having a Tower moment, okay? So this is a catastrophe for them. They're sad now. Or this has to do with someone being sad and depressed. Okay. Four of Cups, no, they don't like this, all right? So they're upset. They feel rejected, or this is not what they wanted. This is not the outcome that they wanted. Because now they're being exposed as a thief and as a liar. So I feel like this ties in with my crime hour from just now, all right? It's not you. You didn't write these messages. It wasn't you communicating. This isn't your phone. This was a whole setup, and this King of Pentacles in reverse, who could be a corrupt person in the law, is in on this, all right? They help these people set this up. Death. They help these people set up your death, because that kind of came out in the crime hour as well, right? Something about text messages of you self-deleting, all right? Yeah, King of Pentacles in reverse, thief, criminal, UK investigation, they're behind it. They were in on it, yeah, because they felt burdened and like something was too much to take when it came to giving something to someone or some sort of money, okay? What is that about? A house. Something about a house, all right? Giving something to someone in a house. A community and a coffin. Wow. And a judge, okay? Judgment. So, oh, I see what they did. Look, so basically what this is we have a King of Pentacles in reverse, corrupt official, who's helping this community with a fake wiretap and a fake phone. They're sending messages back and forth, trying to make it look like you're about to self-delete yourself. And this community is about to come in and try and give you some poison food. And then they're going to corroborate this with this King of Pentacles in reverse, thief, corrupt official, and these fake wiretap messages. Am I getting this correct? That's how they try to set up your death. So there's people in law also involved in this shit show? Really? They don't want to be investigated, or they're not good at investigating, or they don't want something to be looked into. They don't want to be investigated. Okay? The magician. So they decide to do a magic trick, all right? Or create an illusion here. Or manipulate something. To get what they want, to win at all costs, to get revenge, to do something sneaky, backstabbing, and heinous and malicious, all right? Or something about magic as well. The devil in reverse, because they can't bind something to you because you're not evil. Or they don't want something to be investigated with some sort of magic, or they don't want to be investigated. Or they don't want something to be looked into because something can't be attached to you. You didn't do anything, all right? So basically, it's like a corrupt official and their friends or their family members that don't want to be investigated. So they think, well, how about we just set up their death? All right. Oh, Two of Pentacles, trying to switch something around. Or they don't want it to be investigated that they switch stuff around at work. Yeah, they decided to take this action here so that they could stay silent, or they contemplated this, or this was premeditated action, all right? This was premeditated. This was thought and contemplated and planned action. They planned this. This was premeditated, what they did here. Imprisonment. They try to put you in prison. This was premeditated, all right? Or they wanted to get you put in prison, and when that didn't work, they're like, well, if we can't put them in prison, why don't we just kill them, right? Yeah, I bet. Okay. And this has to do with an engagement ring, all right? Engagement ring, a commitment, a partnership, a ring. Now they can't be strategic anymore. Now everybody's going to see their hand here. They can't take a chance. They have no more options. They can't balance something out either. Because they couldn't balance something out with a ring or with a gift or with some sort of jewelry. They were going to get exposed for something with jewelry or with a gift or with a present or with some sort of a token, okay? And they didn't want to go to prison, so they tried to put you in prison. And when that didn't work, they tried setting up your death and saying something about watching, looking, stalking, right? So here's Mr. King of Pentacles in reverse, corrupt official sitting in front of a computer, pretending to wiretap your phone, which isn't even your phone, okay? Like I said, it's somebody in this community having this phone in their possession, apparently. And they're claiming that they watched and saw and read and heard this come from you, even though it's their friend or their sibling or their cousin with a jailbroken phone, or what? Is that how the world works these days? I guess it is. Okay. So something about a job, a business, or a lot of money. What's that about? They can't defend themselves. And Lovers is in reverse. So basically, somebody was not your lover. You don't have a lover. You're not a prosty. You're not an sex worker. You're innocent. You're not involved in any of this shit. This is a cybercrime. This is a RICO case. This is sex trafficking or whatever that is. This isn't you. It's been proven. It can be traced back. And then we have a corrupt person here sitting there in front of the computer and is trying to do some magic, okay, at work. The Eight of Cups, something about you walking away, all right? So they try to make it look like you wanted to leave it all behind, right? You wanted to get out of your worries. You couldn't take the worrying and anxiety, stress anymore, all right? That's what their friend wrote anyways, pretending to be you. The World in reverse. Yeah, now they're exposed for this plan. Now they're exposed for how they planned this. This was a premeditated plan, all right? And they were all involved. Especially whoever the Hierophant is. Especially this person with the title, all right? This person in law or government or whoever that is. Or maybe it's a Taurus. Wheel of Fortune. Now time's up for you, all right? Karma. Who's this Hierophant? A privileged lady. Oh, don't tell me this is the tax office. Sudden wealth. Taxes? What's this, huh? It's an illusion, all right? It's somebody trying to cause confusion and illusion, trying to confuse people about your death. Wow. Or it's because of your money or how you make your money, all right? Or this corrupt person in this crazy community trying to say that you make your money through some sort of sex work. And just so that they don't get exposed, because this is sex trafficking, if anything, they want you dead. And there's a corrupt official helping them. Why is he helping? Or why is she helping? Why are they helping? Because it's their family members, isn't it? Isn't it? It's their family members that they're helping. Because they're family. They're helping their family get away with these crimes. Eight of Cups. Deciding to leave it all behind and walk away. No, that was not you talking, collective. That was not you writing these messages. Most likely it was their family member. Yeah. So wiretapping corrupt officials sitting there pretending to get the messages and their own family member is sitting there pretending to be you? Is that it? Huh? Yeah. The Four of Swords. Something about coming out of poverty, wanting to... Oh, wait a minute. So the same crooked, corrupt official that put you in poverty is helping his family members come up with a story about how you're doing this because you want to get out of poverty. Oh. Family. They're all family, aren't they? So that's how these people... So King of Pentacles... Oh, here he is, Mr. King of Pentacles. Corrupt official, right? So how did the people on the phone know exactly how much debt you have or exactly how much debt collection or how much money you owe? How did they know this stuff? Well, maybe because their brother or their cousin or their father or their uncle told them exactly what you owe and told them all these things about you. I don't know. Or maybe they're just hackers. Maybe one's a corrupt official and the other one's a little hacker boy. I don't know. The Fool, look at them, leaping straight off the cliff with that one, all right? The Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. Here, King of Pentacles, here. I'm going to give you everything that you need to jump right off the cliff. All right. Yeah, okay. The Hermit here. Okay, so so fake, is this the fake wiretap, or is this the fake identity fraud, or is this the catfish profile, or is this little hacker boy? Huh? Which one is it? All three? All three? The Two of Pentacles, or is it all two? So what's the two about here? King of Wands, huh? Switching stuff around, flipping stuff around. What is this? Moving stuff around, faking identities, shoveling money, shoveling case files, shoveling identities around, all right? Shoveling phone numbers around, phone numbers and phones around, right? All right, to get the burden off of their families back. Oh, their family. Okay. So much loyalty. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what's this with this house here? Four of Wands. Now you're exposed. Now you're all exposed for whatever happened at this house, or this wiretapping, or this IP address, internet surveillance, or this GPS spoofing, VPN, whatever that is. All right, now they're all exposed. The Five of Cups, and they're sad, or they're now they're exposed for this sadness and this depression. So these text messages trying to make it look like you're depressed and you're about to off yourself. Yeah, that was not you. That wasn't you talking. You didn't say these things. It wasn't you. All right. No, it was a bunch of people working together to get what they want. It's a bunch of arrogant narcissists working together, thinking this is going to be their wish fulfillment, thinking this is going to be their desire, okay? This is going to fulfill all their desires. It's going to make them look innocent. It's going to get them off the hook. It's going to get them to get away with their crimes. And it's going to get you out of the house, evicted forever. Evicted from the earth, right? All the way to the stars and heaven above. Ten of Swords. That was the plan, right? Okay. Oh, a wealthy man saying you're depressed. A false person. Yeah, whoever this King of Pentacles is a false person, wealthy man. All right. They would do anything for money. They're greedy. And they try to set up your death looking like it's depression. And I swear, this person, if they work in law, they used every single resource they have at their disposal. Medical records, past records, police records, past people you know. They pulled up every single ounce of information. They've surveilled your internet. They surveilled you, most likely in your real phone, just to gather information to make it seem as real as possible when they help their friends and their family members set up your death. King of Pentacles does not do their fucking job. They're really bad at their job, all right? They should do their job correctly, but they don't do their job correctly, all right? They don't really work hard. They only work for their friends and family, okay? They don't do their job, not the way they're supposed to. Or they should lose their job, all right? Unexpected income. Something about losing a job, not being able to work, getting paid money, all right? A coffin. Oh, they're trying to, oh, is this what they're trying to cover up? They're trying to cover up how their family members took money or took bribes or paid each other bribes or got paid bribes to unalive you. Or they're trying to unalive you to cover up the money. They're trying to unalive you to cover up some sort of a money trail. Okay, something about money that they're trying to cover up. A money trail. And now you're exposed as a false person. And now the pathway is over for you because of someone being out of poverty. So they try to keep you in poverty, but you're out of poverty, all right? Or you fought your own way out of poverty, and now their pathway is over. What else do we need to know about that? Oh, this is this sacrifice. So corrupt, criminal, King of Pentacles, who works in law, I'm assuming, sets up a sacrifice with their family members and tries to pin it on you with a fake wiretap. And something about coming out of poverty. Oh no, I see what they did. Oh, they also helped their family members cover up a listening device and pretend it was a wiretap. They also helped with that one, didn't they? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, you did, King of Pentacles. So their family members or their friends here brought them a listening device and said, what are we going to do with the listening device? And they said, well, just pretend I got all this information from a wiretap. Here, my family member, you take the fake phone, jailbreak it real nice, and then just periodically release these listening device files onto this phone and make it look like phone calls and phone text messages, huh? That's what he did. King of Cups. With the King of Cups, whoever this person is, all right? Oh, King of Cups, texting and calling about a betrayal, texting messages about a painful betrayal, an ultimate betrayal here. Six of Pentacles in reverse, about not giving to someone, not receiving something from someone. They try to create some sort of confusion because it's their family. They're trying to save their family members. Oh. King of Pentacles didn't want anyone to find out that they're helping their family do this. Or that it's their family behind this. That's who they're trying to save. That's who King of Pentacles is trying to save with the phone, is that the phone was in the hands of their family members. They did this. Yes. Trying to get you imprisoned and trapped here, Chariot. What's that about? Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse. They want to get rid of the phone. They want to get rid of the listening device. They want to get rid of the evidence. All right. Yeah, but the truth came out because they couldn't finish the job. No, you didn't die. Oops. So now the truth is coming out because they set up your death on a phone with a wiretapping, and then they couldn't kill you. And then you didn't take the poison food or the poison drink or the poison whatever they try to give you. Congratulations. All right, now the truth is out. No, it was not you sending these messages. You did not send these messages. You didn't. And that's why this King of Pentacles corrupt person has been trying so hard to cover this up, because the person actually sending these messages is their family member. I'm pretty sure. The Empress. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure at this point. Like 99.85%. All right. And that's why they decided to invest in this new investigation with a demonic sacrifice and an inheritance. All right. Okay, so when they couldn't unalive you on accident, that's when they went to this one. All right, so we're just going to switch things. So we couldn't take them out here and make it look like a self-deleting suicide. So now we're just going to keep it going and keep this lie going with a demonic sacrifice or whatever that is. And this 10 of Pentacles, all right? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, something about giving something to someone. Why does the 6 of Pentacles keep coming out? A courtship. something about a relationship, a friendship, someone they're in a relationship with. They don't want their friends to be judged harshly. Something about a relationship being judged harshly. A main female in reverse. They tried to have someone judged harshly here for a relationship, or that's what they said in the past, is that you got money from someone for a one-night stand, or for some sort of player energy, or for someone that's aggressive, a relationship. So basically, Mr. Corrupt King of Pentacles just tried to keep the lie going so that they wouldn't get exposed, that they helped their own family members set up your death. And I honestly feel like they try to use their own law official resources to do it too. To make it look like you did it to yourself, right? All right. What is this Eight of Swords? Trapped. They tried to switch this around. They tried to switch it around. They tried to hide the evidence, switch justice. They used their position of authority to do this. To hide identities, to switch around case files, to hide names, to switch names, to cover things up, to switch identities, to switch the listening device and a wiretap, to switch the phones, the phone numbers. This person switched a lot of things around. They hit a lot of things on the job, all right? They put in a lot of work. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. This is my yes card. Yes, they did. Oh, yeah, they did. They really thought they were above the law. Yes, they did it. It's a listening device. I'm not even kidding you. I swear, this is either a listening device or it's a recording device, or it's got to be something like that. They switched it around. Or it's a phone. Something like that. There's something they did with that. So that they wouldn't have to give something to someone, or they wouldn't have to hand something over, or they wouldn't have to, something about that. The Hanged Man. What's this? A moment of enlightenment about a Queen of Pentacles, or is this a sacrifice? Huh? Somebody is stressed out and worried about imprisonment. What is this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands? The truth. This person is really upset right now about the truth coming out, all right? There's clarity here, and they don't like this. They try to reject this, all right? They don't want anyone looking in the evidence because it's all fake. They don't want to be separated from something. They don't want to be, what, taken off the case? Or SSS. Stabbed in the back in reverse. SSS. SSS, that could be someone's name. They didn't want anyone to find out that they tried stabbing you in the back. So that's why they tried to make the wiretapping disappear, right? And the phone disappear. Because the messages were fake. It wasn't you sending any of that shit. So what's the Hanged Man? Imprisonment in reverse. You're not going to prison? They can't put you in prison? A privileged lady. Yeah, something about your job, okay? So something about it not working out. This setup with your job, with your money, with you not having money, with you being in debt or something like that. They couldn't put you in prison, or they couldn't trap you with this. All right, so what's the closing words here for this one? That this was manipulation, or you didn't do any kind of magic on anyone, all right? Or they just tried to manipulate something. Yeah, this is a message about not taking an offer. A message about no love, not loving someone, no love. Or they can't manipulate something about a message and not loving someone, or no love, or rejecting an offer. the Ten of Wands, a burden, so when they got the message that you rejected you rejected an offer, this burdened them, or they wanted to do everything to win, or they put all of their effort and their strength into getting what they want and winning at all costs and getting Five of Pentacles. Yeah, something about poverty or bad health or illness. A breakup. Something about being jealous, obsessed, crazy, toxic, controlling, greedy, obsessed, and a breakup. Yeah, it's whatever they wrote here. This was not you. None of that shit was you, okay? That was all part of this setup. But now the truth is out. Okay. That they all work together. Yeah, the truth is out. The truth is out. Now the truth is out. They all work together. They all helped each other with this. This was a group effort. This was a group effort. And that's the truth. They all work together to do this. The Star. To get away with some sort of an investigation. Or Aquarius and Virgo, okay? To get away with an investigation, or to get away with some sort of identity fraud, or to get away with, yeah, either it's an identity fraud or some sort of hacking or stalking or cyber stalking or wiretapping, or it's just fraud. It's just identity fraud in some way. Yeah, the Sun, and that's the truth. And that's the truth, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that. Let's see who's involved. A Scorpio is involved. A Gemini is involved. January. May and February. A sister. August. Aries. October and November. And then we have Sagittarius and Aquarius. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Hope this helps, guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time.